Sell tickets online, never in the streets. Easiest way to make money. I go to the ticket shop.
Click the link at the top line of the description.
Let's start off with the R. Kelly, if we can. A report came out that R. Kelly, that the staff there gave him a little bit too much drugs, and he OD'd on that about a week ago. And it comes on the heels of a report of him saying that an inmate was sent to actually kill him by the federal government. His lawyer put in a sworn affidavit saying, look, they need R. Kelly out of there ASAP because the Aryan Brotherhood is trying to wipe him out, kill him. A week later, this happens. He accuses the prison staff of, giving him, I think, a cocktail of sleeping and anxiety drugs, but giving him too much of a high dosage that caused him to OD and be rushed to the hospital. What's your thoughts on this, man? You buy this? How you feel about this whole situation?
Yeah, it's a lot of different variables, man, and I don't know which way to go with it because I kind of lean toward all of them, and obviously they can't be all of them. And here's a few of them that I'm thinking about. One, this leaning on the side of it being true. I remember when we talked to Andrew Wyatt, Dr. Cosby's advisor, and he was telling us how. Do you remember when he was saying Dr. Cosby was like washing off the eggs and washing off his food because they were putting it high in sodium, and he thought that they were drugging him, and if he would have ate it, he'd have been fucked up. And with that, he was getting frail because he wasn't eating, and they had to take him to the hospital. He could have died. That's the first thing that came to my mind when I saw it. So I'm like, all right, so they do this type of shit. It's not out of the realm of imagination that this type of shit could be done. Two, could the Aryan Nation, Aryan Brotherhood be out to kill him? Could other people be out to kill him? Could the correctional officers have an open door policy on trying to kill dude? If you believe the accusations that he was accused with, if you believe that he's in jail for the reasons he's in jail for, then absolutely, because we know what happens to those kind of individuals under those laws and in those jail cells behind those bars. They don't take kindly to those type of people, and his situation was publicized globally, so everybody know what he did. So yeah, if you give me those two arguments, I could damn sure believe that something like this is going down. R. Kelly's in danger. He's in fear of his life. Why? Not sure. Now, if you tell me that he's has extreme anxiety, the jail is getting to him, being behind bars every day, not having his freedom is getting to him. He sees other people being pardoned. He sees Trump out here pardoning people, and he's trying anything he can do to get out. I also believe that. You know what I mean? Because no one can tell you outside of people who have experienced the horrors that I'm sure he's dealing with right now, exactly what he's going through and what measures people will go to get the fuck up out of him. So I if you told me one was the truth, I'd believe it. You know what I'm saying? But I lean toward all of them. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, the reason I kind of believe it is because his lawyer put in a sworn affidavit. Mm-hmm. Like, and they are, held to a high standard. So like a doctor is, like a doctor can't just mess you up or give you something. He has to have malpractice insurance.
Right.
Same thing with a lawyer. They got to have malpractice, insurance. So usually when they put their word out there, they want to make sure it's protected. Good lawyers, at least.
Right.
They want to make sure that, anything they putting out there is going to be protected and covered. So I just don't see his lawyer just jumping out there on some bullshit. Like, we're going to just make this up to get you out of prison. I think it has to be something, to it. Even with the Aryan Brotherhood thing, I mean, they're saying that the member of the Aryan Brotherhood, came out his mouth and said, "Look, the government sent me to kill you."
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's crazy. So I'm going to believe it. I can't tell you why. I don't know if it's they want his catalog or I don't know, none of that. All that's to me is conspiracy. But why would they want him dead? Like, how is he a powerful player? Does he know too much? Like, that's the only question that I would, ask people is why, when they come up with all these crazy, outlandish, fantasies of why they might want him dead.
Yeah. And that's my only reason I lean toward maybe it could be something else, because I go to the why, but then I also know how this shit works and how the government works. And if they want you out, they'll take you out. You know what I mean? I think that they say the original member, the Aryan brother, he was on his way. He's going to die soon or something like that. Anyway, something was going down with him where he didn't have much time left, something. But yeah, they'll use any measure. It's their law, it's their rules up under there. And if R. Kelly wasn't such a notable figure in our society, they could do this without a blink of an eye, and families and people wouldn't even know it happened until years later, or when it was too late, or whenever they decided to let that information go. So this type of stuff does go down for whatever reason. You know what I mean? And why they target R. Kelly remains to be seen. I hope he's okay. I hope this isn't going on, and I hope they don't eventually take the man's life, because there's a lot of unanswered questions. But definitely looks like time is whooping his ass right now. Whooping his
Yeah, man.
ass.
I don't know if you know about Abraham Toure. I don't know if you've seen
No.
him. Okay, he's the leader of Burkina Faso
Okay.
over there in Africa right now. He is like, they're trying to paint him as the next Muammar Gaddafi. But he,
Mm.
even like Muammar was building up his country. The same thing this guy is doing. Like, they don't
Yeah.
have roads. He's getting roads built. He's putting infrastructure, houses, buses. He told, because people don't know, France, a lot of they rely on a lot of African countries. They don't have no resources like that, so they steal all the resources from Africa, right? And they'll give them like 5%. Like, they'll mine their gold, take their gold, and give them like 5-10% of their own gold. So he cut the shit off. He said, "Yo, no, you're out of here. You're not doing this. This is our gold." So now it's a propaganda now against him. And the reason I'm saying this is because they're like trying to get his bodyguards. Like, they offered his bodyguards $5 million to kill him. Like, when you get a chance, look it up. It's getting real, real serious right now.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah. Yep.
That's a lot of money. That's fucked up.
Yep.
Mm.
So when they want somebody, the reason I'm saying is when they want somebody out of here, when they want somebody gone, you know, they'll do what they got to do to get you up out of here.
Yeah.
Not
Man.
saying that R. Kelly's him. Obviously, he's not
Right.
being
Of
a
course,
leader of
of
no
course.
country or nothing, but the
Right.
tactics could be the same. you know?
Yeah. I don't know if you real quick off the top of my head, off topic too. I don't know if you've seen TMZ put out this. I don't know, they're doing like documentaries and some wild shit now. They're trying to paint the picture as if Michael Jackson may have killed himself. That the medication, the cocktails he was taking ultimately killed him, and trying to absolve the doctor of any wrongdoing. I didn't really take a good look, so maybe next time we can talk about it once we get all information. But it even seems like when our legends die, they'll try to make sure that the narrative is painted the way they want it painted. And we know Michael's been a target since we were babies. You know what I'm saying? So even in death, they're trying to still, for some reason or another, paint a picture as if he was something that he ain't. And now they're trying to say that he killed himself.
Like, the doctor, like, here's what I'll say about it. I think the doctor, has a big responsibility, because if you're prescribing him, I think it was propofol or something like.
Yeah.
That's something. I don't know if it's kind of like anesthesia, but I guess it helps you sleep. But you're like damn near deaf.
Slows you down, slows everything down.
Yeah, so you can
Yeah.
get rest, but it's not quality rest. So I don't know, whatever the case may be. But so the doctors, he knows that what that drug could do. So why would you even be prescribing it to somebody like that?
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, that we'll look into it though, and get more from it. Let's see what they're saying first.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
let's talk about 50 Cent's baby mom, man. You brought this to my attention. 50 Cent's first baby mom was doing an interview. She said some pretty eye-opening things about old Curtis, man. We're gonna play the clip and then